Hello, welcome to today's daily antidote of song. We are so glad you are all here today. Thanks for joining us. We have a super special treat today with Munit, Mesfin, and some friends coming in from Ethiopia. Let's all wave hello to Munit over there in Ethiopia. Our very, very close friend is far, far away. And we'll get back to Munit in a minute. We're going to say hi to everybody out there on the live stream. Hello, live stream. Thank you so much for joining us today. Really glad you're here. Today is day 1,386. Thanks to Carolyn for the cue card. That is 1,386 days of consecutive singing starting since the pandemic. We're here every day. One song, sing along, build some community, have some fun. Please join us and keep joining us. We're going to say hi to Erin in Brooklyn, who's running our tech today. Thank you, Erin, for being here today. And of course, hi again to Munit and her friends in Ethiopia. Hello to Aloysius coming in from Massachusetts. Hello to Pauline in Newcastle, UK. Nice to see you. Arlene in California. Nice to have you. Delhi in Maryland. Susan, nice to have you today. Becky in Vancouver. Susan in Cincinnati. Ann in Knoxville, Tennessee. Sheila in North Florida. Cricket in Maryland. Kate in New York City. Nice to have you today. Maybe new to us today, not sure. Bob in Albany, Ruth in Birmingham, UK, Carolyn in Idaho, Kevin Ennis in New Hampshire, Amanda and Miles in Michigan, Jim Harkless coming in from Maryland, Nancy in Washington State, Jamie in Victoria, Susan in Tacoma Park, Sarah in Texas, Kate in Charlottesville. Going to page 2, we have Storm in Massachusetts, Lynn and Cliff in Vermont, Linda on Orcas Island, Antonina in Santa Cruz, California, David and Elsie in Oakland, Annette in California, and some folks off video. Oh, there's Julie in Ontario. Folks off video today, Susan, Jim, Lynn in Connecticut, Elizabeth, Bronwyn, Sandy in North Carolina, Caroline in DC, and a phone number. And we're all so glad you're here. Let's all take a deep breath. So our fabulous, amazing, incredible Munit is in Ethiopia being very, very, very busy. And so we're going to actually compress a little bit today so she can get back to the really incredible work she's doing there. We'll get to that in a little bit. But I want to say, as the last day of this week's Martin Luther King celebration, where we're singing for racial justice all week, I got to say, Munit has really brought the Just Right song to close out our week. Munit, I'm turning it over to you. Oh, you're muted though.
There we go. Hello, salam, everybody from Ethiopia. I am so glad to be here with everyone. I have two beautiful visual artists, an architect student right there, Ruta, and then back there is Surafet, who's an amazing artist as well. They're actually with me because I was working on some flags that they were painting with me that say things like peace and life and respect and what else did we have? Thanksgiving, and we had so much like joy. So we were making flags for the music video that I'll be recording tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. So new music is coming. Yay. So glad to be here with you. I hope you can hear me. Our phone connections might dip in and out, so I'm gonna go try to be a little slower than I'm used to. I'm so happy to be here. I have written down the lyrics rapidly on my little book here, which is Conversations with God. If anybody wants to read it, it's interesting. And it's a song that is a happy birthday song that Stevie Wonder, who is one of my favorite artists of all time, wrote to champion Martin Luther King Day being an official holiday throughout the country and hopefully through time throughout the world. It wasn't easy to get this done. It took a lot of lobbying. It took a lot of championing the idea. It was resisted because now we take it for granted. MLK Day, we take him for granted. We pick and choose what we want from him, but there was resistance. Why him? Why now? What for? What are the implications? So many layers. But Stevie Wonder, the genius that he is, created this song that anybody and everybody that I know uses as the happy birthday song. If you don't know, now you know, we need to all sing this happy birthday song. So I'm going to sing the happy birthday hook. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. That's it. If anybody's having a birthday today, are you having one today, Joe Rossi, maybe? Okay. All right. I was hoping. But if anybody out there is having a birthday today, this is for you. But it is essentially a song that we kind of, again, we use it how we want to because it's a beautiful birthday song. But the lyrics are actually really, really beautiful. I believe they're in the chat. So join me as much as you can if you know it. If you don't know it, after this, go and listen to that fantastic album by Stevie, Hotter Than July. Here we go. Are you ready? I hope you're ready. 1, 2, 3. You know it doesn't make much sense. There ought to be a law against, oh yes, there should be, anyone who takes offense, oh, at a day in your celebration. We all know in our minds, oh, that there ought to be a time that we all can set aside, dun, 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 to show just how much we love you. And I'm sure you would agree, what could fit more perfectly than to have a world party on the day you came to be. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. I just never understood, no, how a man who died for good, oh yes, could not have a day that would be set aside for his recognition. You know it should never be, no, just because some cannot see the dream as clear as he, and that they should make it become an illusion. And we all know everything that he stood for time will bring. For in peace our hearts will sing. Thanks to Martin Luther King. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Oh, why has there never been a holiday? Oh, tell me now, where peace is celebrated all throughout the world. Oh, the time is overdue, oh, for people like me and you, who know the way to truth. What is it? Is love and unity to all God's children. It should be a great event, and the whole day should be spent in full remembrance of those who lived and died for the oneness of all people. So let us all begin. We know that love, it can win. Let it out, don't hold it in. Sing it as loud as you can. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. We know the key to unity of all people is in the dream that you had so long ago, that lives in all the heart of the people that believe in unity. We'll make the dream come true. I know we will, because our hearts tell us so. One last time. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. The long one is happy birthday is now. Happy birthday. Thank you to Stevie for making this beautiful song. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday to Martin Luther King Jr. we say, and we thank you from Ethiopia. Yes!
Woo! Munit Mesfin, everybody. Thank you so much, Munit.
And Ruta and also Surabel in the background, blending us his bass voice. I
Beautiful.
hope you hear us.
Yeah, no, we could hear you beautifully. It was so perfect. Thank you so much. What a great rewrite of already amazing lyrics to celebrate Martin Luther King. I super love that. Thank you, Munit. Munit, you said something earlier about the fact that you were making all these banners and that you're on message. Can we talk for a second about being on message? Because it's a time when we need it.
Absolutely. I mean, I am in Ethiopia at the moment. I came here right before the New Year's. Ethiopia is a country that needs all of the positive energy, prayers, and miracles to get it back on track and to a place that can be the perfect place for all the people to live in peace. Right now, we are in tension. We're in tension within the country. We're in tension with our neighbors. We're in tension amongst ourselves. A lot of trust has been lost within ourselves because we've had to deal with a lot of civil, ethnic strife, religious strife. There's a lot of layers. So I'm working on a song that literally is saying, let's go to the light and let's be warriors of light, because darkness hasn't done anything to take out the darkness, and the only way to do it has always been light. And at this point, it really is about doing everything we can, each to his capacity. Architects with their designs, artists with their paintings, musicians with their music, lawyers with their legal capacity, accountants with their accounting, whoever it is, it's all to his and her capacity to essentially say that the only way we can move forward is with peace. It is a country that is actively in a lot of conflict. So every day there is tension in the air. So it's not far away, it's right here, it's right at home. And then you just go one step further and Sudan is in a lot of trouble, and it's gone into such levels of chaos that a lot of my Sudanese friends are just really confused about when they're going to come back to Sudan if they're outside of it, and a lot of them are trying to figure out how they're going to get out if they're inside of it. DRC, I mean, the conflict in the DRC is not even, it's just capitalism gone wild. And the people are the people who are always going to suffer. And even with Martin Luther King, the messaging at the end of his life was really about a poor people's campaign. It was really about a class issue, about how we uplift the most vulnerable so that everybody could be better off. So the music that I'm making is about going towards the light, finding the people that struggle and fight and stand for the light, but also the process has to be right. You can't bomb us into peace is another song that somebody should sing someday, because war is really destructive economically, socially, in all levels. We see it every day here. And so between the Middle East, the East Africa, Central Africa, you go to the Southeast Asia, you go to Europe, it is really a moment where something is tilting and shifting in ways that are really difficult to wrap our head around, but it really is, I think, like an all hands on deck moment. So again, each to his and her capacity. They came, I said, anybody want to paint some flags that have good positive messages? And they're going to be used in a forest scene where we're literally walking with our torches looking for other warriors of light. So that's what this scene is going to be. And it's going to end up in a campfire where the community makes that circle bigger and invites everybody in, because it has to be a circle that gets bigger. It has to be about inclusion. It has to be about welcoming others into the circle and not figuring ways to exclude others from economic opportunity, human rights, uh, you know, dignity, and all of those kinds of things. So from my perspective, it's, I got a voice that I didn't make, but I'm going to use it the best that I can. And that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow on a mountain, in a forest, in a cave, is singing our Warrior of Light song. So that we can share that energy with as many people as we can, because at this point, again, the only way is peace, and peace is really, really hard to come by. So hold on to it when it's there, but work work like hell, for the living and for those that are here with us to try to make peace possible for everyone, especially the most vulnerable, who are always the ones that suffer the most. So, send out peace prayers to Ethiopia, and specifically send out peace prayers to me tomorrow as I go on a mountain and a cave and a forest to film this video. I welcomed them to come. Some of them were like, nope. And some of them were like, okay. So whoever shows up will be with me. But it is, again, everybody can do something and everybody can share something. So this is what I do and this is what I'm trying to share. So thank you for having me.
Love it, Munit. Thank you so much. Can we please all give it up for Munit? Munit, that was an amazing bunch of words right there. And thanks to Munit's friends, the artists, for joining in. So yeah, one thing we were talking about before we opened the room was Munit was saying that she's on message. The flags are on message and she's on message. And we were talking about the fact we've heard this before, but sort of if you're not actually actively on message, then you're actually on the wrong message, right? It's the being active that's making everything come together and change. So thanks, Munit, for bringing us all this amazing energy. Wondering if we can, oh, by the way, Munit, I have to tell you, you are not the first song leader to song lead from a moving car. So I'm going to throw it out to Rochelle Rice from Sweet Honey in the Rock and her daughter Ruth, who sang in here from a moving car once. Great video. And in fact, we're going to go ahead and put the link to that in the chat so anybody who missed that can also watch it because it was completely dear. Munit, do you want to give us some little portion of that song again before you have to go?
Sure, we can give you the last bit of happy birthday. And again, this song, definitely, I urge everybody to go and look at the history of how the Martin Luther King Day happened, because it really, again, we take for granted when it happens, but it takes warriors to make things happen. So I'm going to start from the part that goes, so let us all begin. I started, get with it. We know that love can win, yes. Let it out, don't hold it in, and sing it as loud as you can. Everybody, last chorus, here we go. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Yes, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, everywhere. Happy birthday, Martin Luther King Jr. Happy birthday to all those of you out there. Happy birthday. Keep that good fight on going, yes. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Daily Antidote, I love you. Have a beautiful Sunday.
Thank you so much, Munit and friends. We loved singing with you today. Thank you for loving the Daily Antidote. The Daily Antidote loves you right back. And I know you have to go be busy. So I do want to just actually, Munit, shout out, because you might not know this yet, but the state of Maryland, I think state of Maryland, made a proclamation, and MLK Day is now also Sweet Honey Day. Like, how completely cool is that, right? I know. Love it. So, yeah, they had a huge celebration in Strathmore, completely cool. Thank you, Munit. Let's all give it up one more time for Munit and for friends. Munit, you want to shout their names out again?
This is Ruta. She's an architect student, has a history of working with people with special needs and autism and designing buildings that make sense for people and children that have autism so that they feel safe and supported. So she's a young student who has finals coming up, so she needs to get home. And that over there is Surafe, who's a fantastic visual artist, and he makes amazing symbolic and beautiful art. I will share their links as well and their Instagram names and stuff like that so that you can follow them. And we are in a car and people outside are looking at us like we're crazy, and it's all great.
Awesome. All right, gang, let's wave Munit out of the room. Thank you, Munit, and thank you to the other friends with you. Love you all.
Save me the chat because I couldn't see it, so I want to respond to everybody.
All right.
I'm not driving, I am parked, Carolyn.
We actually know that, but it's confusing because you're on the wrong side, right? So
Oh no. Yeah. All right.
Bye. Lots of love.
Bye. Have a wonderful one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Thank you again, Munit. And everybody, thanks so much for being here. Munit always brings such an amazing amount of energy into this room, and I'm so grateful for her. So, yeah, if you didn't actually stick a message in the chat to Munit, go ahead because we're going to send her the chat so you know she's going to get it. And we're going to say goodbye to everybody for the day. Can't wait to see you tomorrow, starting a brand new week tomorrow of more singing. If I remember it, we're theme free this coming week. We're just singing for the sake of singing. But stick around. We're going to have lots of amazing stuff for February, Black History Month, lots of amazing stuff for Women's History Month, lots of great stuff coming up. Thanks for being here again. We're going to wave goodbye to everybody on YouTube. Thanks, YouTube, and everybody on Facebook. Thanks, Facebook. Glad you guys joined us today. And we're going to say goodbye to everybody here in the room. Thank you for celebrating racial justice and Martin Luther King with us all this past week. And another bunch of gratitude to Munit for those amazing words. Aaron, thanks for running tech for us today. Arlene, thank you for being here from Berkeley, California. Susan in Cincinnati, thank you. Ann in Knoxville, Tennessee. Sheila in North Florida. Cricket in Maryland. Kate coming in from New York City. I forgot to say, if anybody's new today, please feel free to stick. And after everyone drops, we'll send you a little ask to unmute and chat with you, find out how you found us if you would like. Ruth in Birmingham, UK, thank you for being here. Carolyn in Boise, Idaho, thank you. Jim Harkless coming in from Maryland, great to see you. Jim also coming in from Maryland, nice to see you today, thanks for being here. Sarah in Texas, nice to have you today. David and Elsie in Oakland, thanks for being here. Lynn and Cliff in Vermont, thank you for being here. Phil in Belfast, good grief, that boy moves. Okay, thank you for being here, Phil. Amanda and Miles in Michigan, thanks for being here. Antonina coming in from Santa Cruz, California, glad you joined today. Curly Tops 1, 2, and 3 on the screen, love you, and hugs to Don wherever he is. Kate in Charlottesville, thank you for being here today. Lovely to see you. Really great to see everybody's enthusiasm and energy also. Like I was watching Kate clapping and lots of you clapping. Bonnie in Boise, Idaho, thank you. Becky in Vancouver, great to see you today. Thanks for being here. Annette in California, thank you. Linda in Orcas Island, thank you. Deli, thank you so much for being here from Maryland. Nancy in Washington State with her Irish cow. Gracie, thanks for joining us today. Storm in Massachusetts. Bob in Albany. Pauline and William in Newcastle, UK. Hugs to you both. It was really great to see you guys also recently when you had your signs, and it was lovely. Kevin Ennis reminding us also that today is day 1,386 days of consecutive singing here in the Daily Antidote Song. Like I'm trying to do it Hubby Jenkins style. Ready? Bye, Kevin. Bye, Susan. Bye, Lynn. Bye. I can't even do it. Okay, Susan in Tacoma Park, thank you so much. Lynn in Connecticut. Aloysius in Massachusetts. You all thought I talked fast, right? Then you met Hubby. Thank you to Elizabeth in California, Sandy in Western North Carolina, Caroline in DC, Clive coming in from Birmingham, UK. Hello, I don't think I got you on the hello end. Kay in Texas, also don't think I got you on the hello end. Hello to the phone number, to my mom in New Jersey. Thanks for being here, Mom. Kat in Vermont, Jamie in Victoria, and Jane in Texas. Thanks again, gang.